recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it. If a person consistently reads and advocates the views expressed in a communist publication, he may be a communist. If a person supports organizations which reflect communist teachings, or organizations labeled communist by the Department of Justice, she may be a communist. If a person defends the activities of communist nations while consistently attacking the domestic and foreign policy of the United States, she may be a communist. If a person does all these things over a period of time, he must be a communist. But there are other communists who don't show their real faces, who work more silently.
Hello, everyone. Tonight we have an ITSL playoff match. I will be playing Stephen Deutsch, who is the higher seed and has chosen to play as the Soviets. We're playing 2 games tonight. It's a best of 3, and I'm showing the bracket right now, and that bracket shows that I could eventually meet fellow Illinois teammate Jeremy Anders, but we have to get through a lot of good players for that to happen. I am currently joined by Matt Dominski. Matt, how's it going?
Good.
And we'll soon also be joined by Jeremy and Frank, hopefully, because I'm sure Matt doesn't want to talk by himself for the whole game.
They don't want to hear me do that either.
All right. Well, we'll see if Steven accepts the game here.
All right. Yeah. So it's how many rounds until you and Jeremy could meet?
So we'd have to win 3 rounds to see each other.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Looks like we're going. All right. Thanks, Matt.
All right. Good luck. See you. All right. Well, this is not too bad of a hand. Got a lot of ops here. Can control Europe scoring, so we'll see how this goes. But being able to control Korean War and De Gaulle is nice, especially with Truman. So we'll see what kind of setup they do here. So standard setup for each, so I think that makes sense. Right, EU headline. I think is good. There's not too much else he could headline because he wants to score U.S. Japan. This takes away an Italy coup threat, I believe. All right, this will probably be a coup on Iran here to start. Or not, just taken Iraq. Wonder if that means he has Middle East scoring. But I like this response, take a domination in the Middle East
7 Eastern European nations
by Derek.
Warsaw, Poland, to sign a pact with their superpower neighbor, the Soviet Union. The year's main event would establish Soviet control of the region and challenge the alliance of capitalist nations in the West.
Early space, and he misses, does not get the 2 points.
Treaty Organization, or NATO, and now the Soviet Union and Eastern
And I like this spread moving into Libya. I'm surprised we haven't seen a coup yet, but I like what's been going on, what Derek has been doing to respond. This is interesting break there. Derek does have Fidel to counter this with, but now he's kind of running out of ops. Can't use De Gaulle. So Korean and Truman. So it's probably going to be Korean, Truman, and Europe, unless if he can score Europe quick, then maybe De Gaulle event. Does this block domination? It does not. So let's score Europe. Yep. And now we have our first coup. And it's a big one. Derek's got to get some ops, mill ops back, so he might just coup this back just to get that out of the way. But it does mean, yeah, 4, 5, 6. Iran is still better by an op. Yeah, taking South Korea I think is better with Korean War, because if he couped it, then South Korea is just taken by the Soviets. So I think you got to take it when the war fails. And Jeremy's coming on, so you won't have to be bored by just me. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello. Hello, Matt. How you doing?
Good. Missed the first time, so it's haven't missed too much.
Okay. More importantly, how's Derek doing?
Good. He scored. So Asia was scored in the headline. And then Derek scored Europe for Dom, and then I believe Soviets got the mill ops, so that's where we're at here.
Did Derek event? Did we have a containment headline, and then Derek played Korean War, lost the war, and put 3 in South Korea?
No, the no containment headline. Derek headlined EEU. He had a bunch of ops. Actually, there was not a coup until like mid-turn, like almost like AR4 or so. So Derek was able to spread through the Middle East, while also taking France. Then the Soviets couped. Iran got 4 in there. Derek evented in response. Derek evented the Korean War. The Korean War failed, so he took South Korea, and that got poked by the Soviets.
Interesting. All right, so that was a decent get for Derek with defectors right there. Getting
Yeah.
Nasser with Middle East scored. This hand,
Middle East 2 score, you mean?
yeah, 2 score. Yes, thank you. This hand kind of garbage. Defectors was, I think, the clear headline over CNS, like, because we can get that off.
Yeah, I mean, Defectors is definitely the clear headline, and especially in turn 2 where it's still not really unknown and you can get it back in the deck.
Yeah, and I think instead of cooing, we've got to get to Malaysia here. Yeah, and that's what Derek's going to do.
Yeah. Oh, Yeah, take back South Korea. I like that.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world to me. Yeah, and normally I'd be happy to just play De Gaulle, refill France for an empty AR, but I think it pretty clearly has to be our blockade card here, right? There's nothing else. So that's annoying. That could,
Well, yeah, I mean, you
right.
can also, yeah, I guess, well, you're not going to hold, if you're going to do blockade, you're not holding duck and cover. So you could event De Gaulle just to get it out of the deck and use the duck and cover as the blockade card.
Yeah, that's a lot of ops though.
Um, yes, yeah.
And did we space a D card or are they both around?
Both are around. We haven't seen either yet.
Okay. So it wouldn't surprise me at all then if Steven is trying to decide what to do with the D-stall or a D-call here then.
Yeah, with it being still at DEF CON 3, I'm surprised. I would think he would, if he's thinking about doing something like that, he would take a shot at Panama first.
Well, the
Unless
problem is he loses Thailand then.
he loses Thailand, yeah. And I wonder if he has CIA as well.
The challenge of the 20th century
Yeah, okay.
is the challenge of human relations.
That might be a cause of concern here a little bit too. Not sure.
Yeah, a lot of different priorities. Space, very important. This is an interesting spot here in this early
Yeah,
game.
he did fail. He spaced NORAD turn 1 and failed that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this all makes sense, I think. Yeah. Oh, Mexico.
Mexico, that's
I
interesting.
think you just coup that, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
brutal
shit.
roll.
Brutal. Yeah, I was thinking like you might want to use a 3, but even a 3 op would have failed there.
Yeah, and that is an expensive D-stall with Asia scored. Thailand's still super, super valuable. I think if I'm Derek,
Yeah, I mean, I think you
I'm
still
okay with
take.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you
I was
still.
just gonna say, does that mean D-call's coming? Okay, so double D cards, not fun, but
No, but at least it's out.
and only one into South America.
Yeah, with these stall. Yeah, I mean, with it, I guess you couldn't go too high with DEF CON at 3, but he went into Mexico, so I kind of think he should have put that one instead of in Chile in like Brazil or Venezuela because of Allende later on.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if D-call should have gone first there, but anyway.
Well, deep call is a little trickier because you have those one stabs, and you definitely would lose that in a coup.
Well, but if Derek Koo's the one stabs, then Steven gets Thailand without having to play D-stall.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a tricky with DEF CON being high, it's a tricky decision on like what order to play them in.
Yeah, and Derek's got a whole lot of garbage here. That Asia Dom is thankfully, well, it's easy to block for now, but Derek has no access anywhere east of Israel to all the way to Malaysia. So
Yeah,
not great.
not great at all. And with not having the China card, with the Soviets hoarding the China card is making it even more difficult for them.
Okay, I mean, I guess that threatens a potential Middle East Dom there. So we want him to be playing into the Middle East instead of taking. Actually, no, we can't possibly block Asia Dom because Vietnam will give him Dom right back.
I don't think. I mean, I think you have to make the move, but I think it's an easy just take of Saudi for the Soviets.
Yeah, and I think Derek's okay with that because that would have been an obnoxious SOCGov's event.
Yeah, the event would have been really annoying. Um, but Europe's already scored, so it might come back.
Yeah, this plays fine. This is a good hand.
Yeah, redrawn duck and cover. He obviously has CIA, and with you having UN, I think this is an easy duck and cover.
Okay, yeah. If
Headline.
if CIA is known in our opponent's hand, then I agree with you 100%. I was going to say Marshall, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no, we have not seen CIA at all.
okay. Then yeah, I'm good with Duck. Now, Derek had a nice run of his opponents headlining CIA into his Duck and Cover headlines, but I don't think we're going to see that in an ITSL playoff game.
No.
So what are good possible headlines for Steven? I'm obviously not card tracking since I was a little late, but redrawn Europe attack cards are both out there, De Gaulle and
Yeah, redrawn De Gaulle would be
Tacos.
bad. Redrawn decall, or no, decall's in Derek's hand and Nasser's in Derek's hand.
Okay, or that one.
Cambridge 5 is decent because now you know whether or not you need to worry about any scorings from Derek. I don't think there's really like Warsaw's already in effect. So Derek has a lot of the good ones except De Gaulle, really, I think.
Yeah, okay. So I think we just need to accept that Asia is going to be a dumpster fire for us the rest of the game. But USJ, is that in Steven's hand?
No, Derek played that
Okay.
turn 1 to take Libya and 2 in France.
Okay. Um,
Remember what Bert the Turtle
Ooh,
just
Testament, that's a big card.
Every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about.
okay, I seriously consider
This is an official
flipping
Yeah, Middle East.
Nigeria, or actually Angola is better. Let's flip
Yeah,
Angola.
we know he has Middle East scoring.
Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and accept that we're dominated there. It's 4 points, I think.
Yeah,
And he's had to spend 6 ops to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's flip Angola.
Just keep flipping stuff.
Yeah, okay.
If he doesn't do anything here, yeah, Middle East score. So I think you overprotect that and take South Africa.
Yep, just put. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we can do both of those things. I was just gonna say just put Nasser into.
Yeah, that's fine too. I would like South Africa to be taken because of the attack cards down there, but this is still good.
I think I preferred your play, but this is fine. And honestly, if he leaves Zaire at 1, you can UN Suez and flip it again.
Right, yeah, which is would be pretty bad play if he lets all 3 of these be flipped. Which he
Let's
looks
flip.
like he might. Yeah, I would have considered flipping here instead of spacing and spacing later.
I like the flip. We're out of ops at that point, but
Yeah,
what the heck.
I like and actually now you're still going to space D call, and then you can event Nasser because Middle East has already scored, so that doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I like that play.
I do think playing into South Africa would have been better than the Central America play we did, especially since we haven't really followed it up.
Yeah,
I like
and
flipping Zaire now because Angola is very realignable now.
right, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
rather.
I think you gotta flip Zaire.
I would flip Zaire. Yeah.
I agree with you. Since he didn't follow up on the Central America threat, those two ops would have been better in South Africa.
Yeah, and I think Derek is that. Okay, I think this is the better
Yeah.
play.
The United Kingdom,
Yeah, this is definitely
Norway,
better.
Denmark, Italy, Portugal, Iceland, Canada, and the United States. The pact was designed to keep within the letter and spirit of the United Nations Charter. The treaty members realized that real peace is more than an absence of war, and they seek to promote political and economic stability in the North Atlantic area. To ensure this, they are sworn to stand together against aggression. An attack against one would be an attack against all.
Okay.
Redrawn U.S. Japan.
Okay, Jammy Jam with Nasser, which was known, so that's a good play. Now, yeah, let's take a realigned. Great. Okay.
Well, that makes at least CMC a little bit. He doesn't draw it, but it makes that a little bit more painful.
Your guards is great. Is it just Africa though?
I think you do Burma, and so you can get into India.
No, I meant Africa headline.
Oh, I thought you meant like where the ops are going.
I mean, Che is the only thing that would be really sad.
Che would be sad. You have both of the African battleground attack cards, so yeah, I mean, I think you do kind of risk Che and just see if you can pull off a dom there.
I mean, CRGs will secure a domination even after a coup, but this is a
Yeah.
bad hand. And to CRGs, that's not going to do. We can't stop Asia Dom. Can't. Well, we could actually if we played it all in Asia, but that seems nuts to me.
For where to put it.
Yeah, because I mean, if we went, because what's the country count? 5-2 right now. So I mean, sure, CRGs could stop it. Okay, that's fine to see.
Yeah,
We
happy
could
to see that.
actually, if we
Yeah,
get a big number in Africa, well,
No,
there's nothing else to follow it.
No, don't. I don't know about the poke there. You put it into Burma. Yeah, okay.
Our goal is not the victory of might,
I think Burma's better too.
vindication of right.
Yeah, Burma's
Not
Burma's
peace at
definitely
the
better.
expense of freedom, but both peace
Um,
and freedom here in this hemisphere. And we hope around the
yeah,
world,
I get.
God willing,
So he changed that up to poke Indonesia over Lao, which I'd rather, if you're gonna poke one of them, I'd rather poke Lao, I think, than Indonesia.
I agree.
So I'm not sure the thought process on that.
Was it possible for us? Like, what if we just went one South Africa and then the other three in Southeast Asia? That would have made Africa presence list, and I think blocked his dom in Asia. I think that might have been the way to go. If
So
my math, if what I just said is correct, which I think it is,
So it's
that would
two.
have we wouldn't have gone to Burma though, which is a problem. But then if
Yeah,
Stephen takes an Africa coup, which I mean he should, then
he
we could
should.
drop. Oh, interesting.
Well, um,
Oh my goodness. You just
wow.
drop Africa. That's fine.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
especially presence list. I am not understanding what's going on.
Okay, so we can get to 18 with space. I'm really struggling to find two more though, Matt.
Yeah, I mean you have to, and you're holding Asia scoring, so you gotta even that out in some manner.
I mean, this is a man with South America scoring in his hand, but that was still a great sequence for Derek.
Yeah, oh, that was great. Being able to being able to get Europe Dom in headline and then score an Africa presence-less Dom is huge.
Yeah, that was 13 points right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, so we're not going to be able to get to 20 unless Steven gives us something, which I can't possibly imagine he would.
Well, I mean, he's still. He'd have to have a bunch of cards to have to do it, but he might just have to give us points if he has a lot of them.
Well, what's even around though? Alliance is just one.
Alliance is one. Camp David is one. Um,
Special
uh,
is active.
special is two.
Yeah, the problem is we just need one of those in our hand. Because we are
Well,
definitely
yes.
giving up this Asia Dom now. That was the one positive to that
Well,
four
if
out.
you take if you take so if he puts U2 or something into India,
NORAD coup of Panama. Okay.
that that's that's not good either. I,
That's fine. I think we just use U2 to retake.
yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say you kind of need this to take India because then that evens out Asia.
I was gonna say two Panama, one India is kind of interesting to get Pakistan access.
Yeah.
If it would have been so nice to have a four there.
Yeah, four would have been really nice.
Yeah, to take Panama and go one India. All right.
Yeah, he's just like going crazy in the Americas.
Yeah, so Derek gonna ignore South America, which I think is okay just because our hand is pretty poor. So taking the coup of the one stab seems okay.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was trying to work out a play where we could have gone one Colombia and done something else.
here's a point.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, we have to give one.
yeah. But I mean, it keeps us up at 16, and if we can hit space at some point. So if we can hit space, I mean, like, yeah, we have to give up one, but we keep it at 16. If we can hit space and we get special, and we headline it, then we win.
Well, we're giving up an Asia Dom though, unless we get like an AR7 Asnot or something.
Yeah, true.
Success on your two. Congratulations, Derek. So we're at 16.
Yeah,
South
I think
America is going to be a dumpster fire, although honestly,
just
one
manage.
power card would do a lot of work down there right now.
Yeah, like just get Junta or Brush or even VOA.
I know VOA would be amazing right now.
Yeah. I think OPEC's got to be the space card.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Derek's kind of just saying, go ahead and take Angola so I can play Portuguese for free.
Yeah.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out.
I do want to hold at least one 2-op through to AR7 because the NORAD play could suggest Quag in hand.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good play.
Yeah, he needed that badly.
But we're going
Oh,
to take 2 shots there, and they go
both
poorly.
failed. Yeah, they both fail. Yeah, realigns are just so annoying.
So Angola just brutally abandoned by democracy to South
Yeah.
Africans and Portuguese on the Portuguese Empire crumbling.
Yeah, I think we saw that coming though, but yeah, it's a huge turnaround for poor old democracy.
Yeah. So I would normally be hoping for an AR-7 Asknot and hold on to Asia, excuse me, but I do think we should score here
Yeah,
because
I think we
I'm
want
much worried
Allende.
about Quag.
Yeah, I want Allende as the whole card just in case we can get VOA.
Yeah, I don't want to give Allende for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Salting for Oh, he wants to get rid of CIA.
yeah, so that's fine.
Well, and we put U2. I don't know if salting for UN just for U2 is great though.
Yeah, well, no power cards are out there. D calls
Yeah,
off.
but you can hold it until there is one, right? Like what you don't have to rush to invent it. I guess it depends what else he has, but
He's given China though, so I get it. I don't really.
yeah, I mean you can hold 2 cards. Yeah, I don't yeah. I mean, but he hasn't made any progress on space yet. Oh, oh, that
Oh,
well, you event. I mean, you space voice. But yeah, with both voice and bear trap, that's that I can see now.
so yeah, I was gonna say we can just take our realign. Oh, that's another fail.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just taking a coup and on
I was actually
something.
just gonna say like what a one-op coup of Brazil. We would need a 6 to get in.
Yeah,
Might have been worth it, even though we wouldn't have got it. But taking the realign on Cube was fine.
yeah,
Yeah, now there you go. Space that one.
definitely get rid of that. Well,
DEFCON's
he
at
was
4, so we'll be getting a coup into a South America. Oh, we got puppets, we got OAS. Okay.
now. Do you headline defectors or one or like OAS?
Yeah, DEFCON at 5. Man, even I think Muslim Rev is problematic here, so that's unfortunate.
That's a rare comment for you.
I know. Although honestly, we just get up in Tunisia and it's fine.
Yeah.
Um, Puppets is interesting. Where are we going to go? Are we gonna okay, we can go Guatemala. We can go Paraguay. I don't think we go
Yeah.
directly into Venezuela. Do we just go into Colombia?
No, you can't go into Venezuela because then that just gets cooed.
Yeah.
But um,
Hey, maybe Guatemala,
Guatemala, oh, Pakistan.
Paraguay. Not. Oh yeah, Pakistan's pretty great, even though we just scored it. Still.
Still, I think that's too good, especially with the China card. You can just take both of them right away, and then um, domination is pretty much neutered at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Paraguay. I would like Paraguay, Pakistan.
The other thing, if we go into Colombia and take presents, it's very possible we could just end up scoring South America for 2 points on AR1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't seem too bad to me at all.
No.
And he won the Olympics, evented by Steven. A classic Twilight Struggle pick in the you-know-where right there.
Classic
Move
American
your own
strategy.
Olympics.
They must have picked some old-timer baseball players in this Olympics.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Derek hoping that Steven takes a coup here. I would have liked to have gotten, although there were a lot of great places to put these puppet ops. So this is fine how this worked out.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen Nixon or Usuri, right? Or Cultural, none of the China card.
None of those. Yep, none of the China. None of the China cards.
I'm gonna make you a very happy man, Matt, and say that we can use the China card for a big old coup somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I also kind of just like, well, it's at 5, right? Yeah, because we didn't coup with under salt at all.
Okay, well, there's one of them.
There's one. Well, we're creeping back up towards 16.
He might just take Venezuela. Yeah, okay. All right, now I would take that big old China card coup of Brazil. And he's going to do exactly that. All right.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's big.
Yeah,
now
don't
we
get
just
rush word now.
Yeah, I was going to say we have one card to avoid here.
Yep.
Because if he has it, it's being played immediately.
Missile envy of I said Muslim was a problem, and it's getting evented.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. I think I like either an Argentina coup or Derek's going to take realigns on Mexico. Just fine.
Well, finally get some realigns because those have been a little problematic for him.
Yep.
Middle East is a little bit of trouble now that Derek got kicked out of there.
Yeah, but it's scored, thankfully.
Is he away or Bear Trap? Yeah, Bear Trap. Cool on
It'll be
where?
Panama, probably.
Yeah, Panama may. Oh, not big enough.
That's fine. We can just coup that right back.
Okay. I mean, I guess.
Canada.
Yeah, because NORAD. What would be really sad here is if he goes gotcha and plays
coup. He's gonna coup Panama though. Like Panama's the best NORAD target, and that's what's getting cooed.
Yeah. Unless if he plays Quag mid-turn and says good and thanks for wasting those 2 ops.
Yeah, I would have just cooed Panama with it. I was gonna say a 2-op coup of Panama is fine. You just need a 3 to get him out.
I think cooing Panama. Because where else? I mean, South Africa.
He's just gonna take Panama. Okay. Okay, he's setting up realigns of his own. Derek doesn't want to get into this game. Okay, that's fine.
I wouldn't get into that because how are you going to combat it? Real? I guess you could. Well, you could have taken a coup on Venezuela with it still at 3.
Yeah. So now I would like to take a coup, and that's perfect.
And yeah, now you don't even have
from NORAD.
Yeah, you don't have to put it in there. Yeah, South Korea's probably fine.
South Korea's annoying, but it doesn't.
Well, where else are you going to put it though? Like it's there or South
Panama.
Africa. No, there's no access. He doesn't have access to Panama.
Yeah, but we're running out of ops.
With South America scored, Allende is probably fine to event now.
I think we're gonna OAS down there.
Yeah, into Argentina, I could see that. Is I was gonna say, is Alliance really like? I guess.
Yeah, and so now we do have kind of an obligation to put NOP in the pan, which is fine. I mean, I just don't think South Korea did much for us. I would have preferred Pakistan if we were gonna do not Panama.
Yeah, Pakistan, I would have been fine with as well.
Oh, I think that goes
Why?
to Panama now. Yeah, okay.
Why was this not invented earlier?
That's kind of high defcon weird. Okay, so Derek gonna
Not
go.
really. Brazil's at 5. No one's taking a coup at 5 on that.
Well, yeah, but he had other things to do. This is it frozen for you too?
It's frozen for me, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll text Derek. Is it still frozen for you? Is it
Yep.
moving? Yeah, okay. Where's
From what I can see, oh, is that S not? I see. Oh, it's back.
Oh, okay, okay. I did not text him, so we're still good.
Let's see here. PCR is very annoying. Oh, but Junta, duh. Junta's wonderful.
Yeah, Junta, I like. I I still don't understand the brush because you could have gone in Brazil with that.
Ooh, Purge is problematic. I guess we could still possibly double space, but it's just placing Panama and Kuwait, right? You need a 4? Yeah. And he got it.
Yeah, that's good.
One communist among the American advisors at Yalta was one
Southeast Asia scoring is not good.
and even if there were only one
No, we can do a lot of work in Asia, though. Unfortunately, we don't have the ops to really do it. I don't like, is this a Kennedy hand?
Um,
I would like to space Quag, see if we can get double space. Because if we can double space, then we can just play all these cards. We'll have to hold
we will bury you.
nibs, I suppose. No, we'd have to space Wheelbarrow because we're purged, so that's the only one we could space
Oh,
second.
that's yeah. Okay, so we hold Lib Theo. Yeah, I mean it's probably it could be fine as an astronaut, but without lone gunman, that makes it just painful to use it on.
Yeah, I don't think we can hold it. So the question is, do you want to use it or not?
Right.
And I think we can delay that to whoa. That to me suggests cultural. So now
We
we
need
can hold Kennedy and a bad card. I would just play this immediately.
oh yeah, definitely play China right now and take both of those. Yeah.
Yeah, overprotecting is fine. We're IP war, is that around?
You should be, yeah.
Okay, so and then that's coming then. So we got to think about that.
Yeah, so maybe
Yeah,
I
I think I
like
just
better.
thought about it.
So you're guaranteed to get one of them if he has IP war.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe I said a few turns ago, we just need to acknowledge that Asia is going to be horrifying all game, and it's not anymore.
It's
So that was
not,
a
but
win for Derek.
Southeast Asia was.
Okay, so we are going to Kennedy.
Yeah,
PCR is actually not bad.
It's not bad, but with it already scored and it being and actually, I would have kept PCR because you're purged, and if you get a two, like you have to get a 3 or 4 op for it to replace to make it matter for ops.
Yeah, and this worked out wonderfully. We did not get gunmen ourselves, and we've got How I Learned, which can be a hold card to deal with gunmen.
Can do for you. Ask what you can do for
Yeah.
your country.
Ooh. So we don't get double. So probably good that we
Yeah.
invented it then.
And Omit will be an event. Kitchen's got to be close, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm not that close.
No, nah, that's not close at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Middle East is really doing some work for Steven there.
Yeah, I'm. He needs to take Libya soon, unless if he's holding unless if he's holding Sadat, he should take Libya soon.
Yeah. Okay, so the France gem with a 3-op is annoying.
Yeah,
Oh, and that gives him access to poke UK. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, doesn't want to give the 2 points.
Yeah, that's a brutal event. And Derek needs to.
Yeah,
Oh,
overprotect
where
this
did that op go? I didn't see.
Pakistan to overprotect it.
Oh yeah, that needed to happen this turn. Okay.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not.
Okay, that is a Middle East control. Not great.
Not. Yeah, that's putting it mildly, because that's like what, 13 points or 10 points or something like that.
10 with as long as the US has presence.
Yeah, okay.
And that's got to be cooed back immediately from Steven. He hits a big roll, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's the only region left. He's got to keep Cuba.
Yeah, and what is looks like Poland's at 6, so the Pope can be held. Yeah, let's get rid of gunmen. Very nice.
Yeah, get rid of ABM and Willie.
I think so, right?
Yeah. With you up, I think you get rid of
Yeah.
ABM.
Oh, and we get like
Oh, that's horrendous.
okay, but we've got How I Learned to deal with it. I was gonna say we've got
Yep.
containment to deal with it, but no, that doesn't deal with it. We still can't space gun.
I, I actually I think you just ABM. Oh no, well, I think you just ABM and place ops maybe in the headline.
Yeah,
Because we
the
have,
other thing you could do ABM and go for I was gonna say the Thailand coup, but that's actually not all that threatening because country count is oh, I'm going back and forth here. No, I think ABM you can place. You do
yeah,
something like place and double break Thailand.
yeah. It's
Nah,
just they'll let you, since you're holding duck, you can freely get rid of lone gunmen. Um, it's just annoying now. It'll be a 2 op coup for the Soviets.
yeah, so Derek's just gonna go ahead and duck. Okay.
Hmm.
I think we can also get rid of it by doing an AR7 How I Learned. So Derek hoping to maybe get 2 or 3 VPs out of that at the end of the turn too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then you get dump it next turn. Gotta invent the Pope. Oh, 2 points here. He spaced this and oh no, it's broken still.
Yeah, no, because he poked it.
Yeah, but
And
he's
with Brezhnev, yeah, that's nice.
that's nice. He broke it last turn, and then it came. That was a redraw for him right away.
Yep.
Yeah, I think flipping that with Marshall makes sense.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Yeah, the interesting thing is CMC is still around.
Yes. Well, the good news for Derek is Gunman isn't known anymore since we discarded it with Omen.
It's
So
not known.
I
Yeah,
don't think Steven would hoard CMC like he might if Gunman was known.
true, true. Well, and there was a yeah, so he's holding, yeah. But if Derek, well, that would be an AR7 if Derek, how I learned. So yeah, I'm not sure what he if he would hold it or not.
And Central is known, right? We got to get those two VPs.
Central's yeah, Central is known because that was the only region that hadn't scored before the reshuffle. Taking a dom in South America might mean he has South America scoring.
Yeah, we can ABM Venezuela, which will get us a NORAD op, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
And what's not nice is if you don't even get an op in there.
I think just put it into Cuba. We've already got an op there. That's
Yeah.
the non scoring. Yeah, that's obnoxious.
Yeah, if he has, I mean, but he has CMC like we know, so yeah, he could just take both if he wants.
Yeah, and he has Sadat, right?
Yes.
God willing, that goal will be achieved.
Okay, there goes CMC. It's gonna be Cuba and one more in Central, maybe. Oh no, duh. Of course, he has to take Venezuela.
Yeah, Venezuela.
Let's get our Dom. We're at 11.
I don't know if we can get to.
I'm more thinking. Oh, I was gonna say I was more thinking war games than 20, but that's yeah.
But war games we could still make because he doesn't have any mill ops yet.
Yeah. So Derek events the Pope.
Yeah, which is always a good event.
Govs needs to go to space. So that gets space with Brezhnev. Yeah, so Middle East is going to be problematic.
Yeah, that was a great Brezhnev for him to
Yep.
be able to get rid of Sadat, and now Derek doesn't really have a good way in back into the Middle East.
Oh.
Ooh. That's a great failure. And he will get
set it to 5. He will get 3 mill ops. Yeah, this is right. Do this.
Yeah, do that because that puts you within in war games territory and lets you get rid of lone gunmen.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it was just AR6.
He wants to get rid of lone gunmen this turn. Yeah, that's fine. I missed that too. Yeah, you can hold containment. You headline another.
Okay. Yeah, Derek desperately trying to get it, and just rolling a 4 is impactful. Yeah, so now that's annoying for Steven. It's broken control, and Derek's got to weigh in.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so we get Europe, we get Brush, we get Tunta, we get good stuff here.
VOA,
EEU, I think East Germany was at 6, right?
yeah, but still knocking it down to 4 and then with tear down this wall is huge. I think EU is still an event.
Yeah, I think so too.
And actually, yeah, actually, if he EEUs in the headline and Soviets don't repair that, that's a presenceless dom for Derek.
No, that's what I was saying. I think because East Germany's at 6, isn't it?
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it'd be 4-2. 4 for East Germany. Well, so okay, fine. So it's 1, but still, yeah, okay.
It's VOA do here. Taking 2 out of Venezuela is pretty impactful.
Well, if you take out Venezuela and Colombia, he has no way back there, and you can even that out.
Oh, that's great. That might be the play, Matt.
Yeah. I think
Because we have this is a great hand. Oh, and we get peak too. That's beautiful.
yeah, peak is great. Where's the fourth op? I guess the fourth op is not as impactful, it seems like, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's see. So Venezuela, Colombia. I think I'd do something. You could even just taking one out of Egypt is lame, but that could be impactful. You could take
S-
one out of North Korea. That's annoying.
North Korea is annoying, but would you rather do North Korea or South Korea? They're
Oh,
both,
another purge. That's unfortunate. That's a good way to combat this fantastic hand.
yeah, but a lot of these are just going to be events, though.
Yeah, true.
Brush should be one, Junta, Voice, EEU, Europe. So if you event all of those, that's 5 of your 7 cards. 5 of your 8 cards with the headline, I guess. So really 4 of the 7.
And Derek thinking about Brush, I assume of Libya.
It's got to be Libya. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. This might just be an insta coup back, though.
That seems okay to me. Because then we can take a 2-up coup of Egypt, I suppose. Yeah, I think Derek banking on the VOA play is very likely to still be there after the headline. So I think Brush is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigeria. Well, we've certainly seen how swingy Africa can be in this game.
Yeah. I think I think for Derek, you just coup that back.
I don't mind cooing Egypt, actually.
Egypt is fine. You have to roll a 5.
He wanted that 5 to get that NORAD op.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, with De Gaulle in hand, France is good.
Oh, France is good. Yeah. France is always good at dump option, I believe.
Yeah, we've left it not overprotected for a long time and not been punished for it, so that's good.
Not punished for it fully, but have gotten close to being punished for it because it was poked under purge the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Derek needs.
Okay, well, score your Europe since he's obviously thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah, he's trying to country count.
So on the board, I think South America, excuse me, and Europe are canceling each other out.
Yeah,
But then Steven's got big scorings in Africa, and well, there's Africa.
yeah. So that's six. Yeah, geez, 6 points. Yep.
And there is the VOA play.
So South America should hopefully be even, and then basically Europe and Africa kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Middle, or maybe was Middle East at 5 actually?
Middle East is, I think, six after he takes Egypt back.
It's oh man, so 6 from both of those.
Yeah, so it's a tight game.
Yeah,
That VOA play was very nice.
yeah. That
Tie up South America. That was big.
America has been at war for 79 days.
Daily at this time, we shall speak to you about America and the war. The news may be good or bad. We shall tell you the truth.
And do you think junta or containment is the stronger hold, Matt?
I think containment.
Decall for ops. Interesting. Although I guess
Yeah, I mean, I think that
it
makes
doesn't
sense.
do much for him. That makes sense.
Yeah, because Derek has no presence in Southeast Asia, so
I don't love taking a one-up even realign.
yeah.
Oh, he's trying to realign himself out for Ortega because it's unspaceable. Okay.
Sure.
Oh, Marine Barracks. I didn't think of that. That's a nice play from Steven.
I did
Makes
not
the
think of
Middle
that
East
either.
crap again.
So that's going to be control. Derek needed to get into that's what he needed to do was get into Tunisia earlier.
Yeah, or just want to, or just overprotect Libya.
Yeah. That's a mistake I think all of us missed.
Yeah, so Derek will just take his empty AR. We could event shuttle, actually, especially under purge. That will deny control.
Um, yeah, until the final scoring, so it's still a lot of points.
And then possibly we'll have to do some work on country count in Asia, but it could possibly give us a dom there too. I think shuttle is actually a pretty impactful event here.
Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we be with shuttle, we'd be down 4 to 5. And then we need it. So we need to take, we could spend 2 or 3 ops there and taking some of those Southeast Asia countries finally.
And Derek will event it. Very nice.
Yeah, so he's got to follow that up by taking some more countries in Asia.
Okay, this is a very nice containment hand. Because this
Yeah.
hand's bad.
II War is nice though.
II War is definitely very nice.
So I think since you have terrorism, do you event Iranian hostage and then do I like or not event it but play it and then do II so you don't have to worry about like if you hit it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and containment gives us a good space card in Lib Theo. Because winning that race there is going to be very important.
Right. Yeah, Lib Theo's annoying.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That came very fast, so we only got a VP from our shuttle player.
Hey, it's better than nothing, I guess, maybe. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I was just about to say we need to take some Southeast Asia.
yeah,
Okay, this isn't
that's
bad. No NORAD, so that's sad. Yeah, let's
yeah.
get rid of this.
Oh, and this might be a long bout of sadness for Derek.
Yeah, and we're yep.
Oh, this is going south quick now. All right, well, barely got out of this.
Okay. So let's see. So we're down 4. Yeah, that Middle East control is pretty devastating. That's just unfortunate that he was shuttle should have helped there, but it really didn't at all.
That's because Derek didn't invest in Asia at all.
Well, he didn't have time. I mean, he played shuttle AR7.
True. No, I get it, but like on any turn, just putting in some more, taking some of the Southeast Asia countries before that scoring came out.
And I can't criticize him too much because I didn't think of it, but not overprotecting
Oh,
India was very impactful there. Oh, that's a
yeah,
big 6. That's brutal.
that's brutal. Yeah, Libya was more impactful. I'm not as Southeast Asia's a little less uh of a criticism, but yeah, Libya is not great. Hitting space there,
Okay,
that's good.
that's
Beating,
helpful.
yeah, beating him out for those 3 points.
Yeah, I like something like the hostage crisis to go 1 Colombia and maybe like a poke of Egypt, just so we can't coup Colombia and retake Egypt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
That would
wondering
be
if he's ever
interesting.
gonna. I was thinking, is he ever gonna do any realigns on Brazil?
It's hard with 5 in there.
Yeah, but I mean, you hit a 6-1 and he's completely gone, or even like a 6-2 or 5-2. But yeah, it is tough. It is tough.
All right, we got 4 ops for this. That's better. Yeah, this is good.
Now, is he going to care about the points from Egypt more or the points from South America more?
Yeah, I think South America's unscored, but Derek does have to hit realigns. Muslim's still out there, but Derek can't worry about that.
Yeah, well, if he's holding Muslim right now, this is an easy choice to coup Colombia.
Yeah.
Oh, and if he has Muslim, then Derek is presenceless in Middle East.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 op
Or
response. And
he's
so we're protecting
really,
those European battlegrounds. All right, let's take our realigns. Yeah.
yeah, he's very worried on Europe control.
Oh, there we go.
That's
Nigeria. Yeah.
That's good, yeah. And
Okay.
third one.
Those were phenomenal.
Those are phenomenal. I don't know if that's the result Derek was wanting on Cuba, but that was still a good one.
Yeah, what's this? This is gonna be Cuba, Colombia. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it has to be.
All right, I would do 2 Venezuela, 2 Cuba, right?
Yeah, now that you're not, I mean, are you still worried about Ortega?
No, now there's too much upside, and we're clearly behind now. So
Yeah. Yeah, so you
let's
gotta
grab a control and take the risk.
yeah, get the control there. Yeah. And you're holding terrorism, so it's not you might be able to get around it.
Yeah, Aldrich a big problem, but
Aldrich's a big problem, yeah. But If so, I guess.
And they can take a coup by Nigeria. Yeah, okay.
Oh, got the 6. All right. Well,
There's Muslim.
without teardown, I don't know if this is possible.
Okay, so I mean, we bear trap here, so we steal the coup.
Yep. So
We can,
where are you cooing? In Africa?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because then you can steal the dom there for yourself.
Well, unless he misses, he'll take Nigeria, so probably not. But
Well, I
we
think
can
you take.
we can get arms race, which could be a very big 3 VPs.
Yeah.
We can have a 4-op play at the end by UNing Muslim. We're gonna have to space Reformer. We'll have to stomach Pershing, which is actually pretty annoying right here. That's gonna be an empty AR.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, do you need to UN Muslim if it's an AR7 play?
We want to use all 4 ops on AR7. I see what you mean. Like you can just take. Well, actually, if it's AR7, you're saying just lose a RAN as 1 VP. Okay,
Yeah. Well, either you would just lose a RAN, or you put it back in, and then you have 2 ops for elsewhere, and then you can UN like Reformer or Pershing.
and we will bury you is problematic because we didn't steal a coup. I see you Muslim right away. Okay. Okay, these are valuable things to do.
Yeah. But you had to oh no, he got out of the he got out. Yeah, so you had to do that. Yeah, okay, fine.
And Steven's not going to have Middle East control in final scoring unless he overprotect, or pardon me, Middle East Dom, because we can just poke that.
Yeah, I think
most impactful place we can poke.
I would think he would tech some stuff there, though.
What is Asia? Asia is 246 to.
Well, it's 3. Yeah, 6 to 4.
Yeah, we need to take 2 of those 3 countries that we've got 1 in to force him to protect the Koreas, I think.
Right.
Solidarity. I feel like that was maybe a hold card based on the way he was playing into those countries.
Oh, he's fighting country count there now.
And Jericho worried about a China jam of Japan, I suppose.
Yeah, which I think makes sense because if he jams it, he can't get it back, and that's down for Soviets. Yeah, I think you need to take Greece there so he doesn't.
Yeah. All right, so we are up. So we got 7 in Central, 5 in Europe.
So that's 12.
No. Down 4 in Africa, down, I think it's 6. So we're winning, but not by much here.
So, yeah, I think we have 2 on the board. And the score and the China card even each other out.
And we do get the AR7 play. Man, if we can get a coup and get arms race off, that would be huge.
That would be huge, but that's 2 ARs. We're giving up a point. Well, I guess we don't have to play Pershing. Do you still terrorize?
No, I terrorism's our coup card.
Yeah, I think it has to be, right? Yeah.
I guess, although if we event arms race, then that means because we can't play Pershing, so that means we're having a 2-op play on AR7. But are we really getting more value? I think arms race is hugely valuable here. What is the country?
Yeah, because
way too many.
Pershing gives up a point, right?
That's a big point.
And then if Pershing gives up a point, we're tied.
I don't.
If our math is, sorry.
I don't know about Colombia as the coup target. I mean, I guess he can't poke Venezuela now, but Cuba's a more impactful target for that sort of thing anyway. All right, so if Steven doesn't coup here, I think we've got to take these three VPs. This game's too close.
Yeah, I think right now with after Pershing is played, I think it's a tie game.
Well, I think we're not playing Pershing. Oh, we have to.
We have to. We have to. Because we UN Muslim.
Okay, so no arms race, which so that's a good play by Steven. So yeah, let's just get this empty AR out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tight game.
Well, you could Iran Contra, that's what, real -1 to realigns?
Yeah, I think that's got to be our AR7.
Well, you could still take a coup with it and try and get off arms race AR7. Because
There should be better things to do with it, AR7.
yeah, but if you coup, then it might force him to respond to cooing as well.
I think we're going to use arms race to. We need to overprotect Cuba because that's where he can attack us the most. That
Yeah.
in Europe.
Well, I think you do Cuba and then you take two Southeast Asia countries and threaten a poke in Asia.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Well,
Lady gives us a very valuable point.
yeah. So now
The commander of the operation
it is
has sent the following message.
we're up one once we take France back.
The white ensign flies
Yeah, so I think it's
in South Georgia. God save
what was Central 7? 8?
Central should be 7, yeah.
So down 3.
So we can't overprotect every. Oh, the most impactful thing we can do is poke South Africa, I think.
Yeah. Well, we need to take France back.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking for AR7.
Oh, sure. I mean, he might just do it now.
Although I think we're just going to be repairing whatever he does.
Yeah, which I think is why. Yeah, and then maybe poking is fine now so that he is forced to spend an op on repairing.
I mean, that's a good place for him to poke. You got to do that. Cuba and European battlegrounds are all very impactful. I'm not sure we can do.
You can't do all of them. But if you're going to overprotect, you need to overprotect Cuba. You have to, I think.
Yeah, what else can we do with this op though? Just because, now he can poke West Germany just as easily as he can poke France.
Where do you put the final op?
France again.
Oh, I don't like a double overprotect.
If he has a 4, we're in big trouble. Oh, China, sure.
Maybe. I think you need to add it up, Derek. I think it's a little closer than that. I think Derek
like a China jam of Cuba is pretty powerful, although we can respond to that by
we can respond to
Africa.
No, well, we can respond to it by realigning. We can't take Cuba back.
Yeah, this is interesting.
But I think right now Derek is winning by a point or two.
I think so. The problem is we've just left ourselves with a 2-op play on AR7 here.
Yeah. But also if he plays the China card, that's a 2-point difference as well. So he needs to make up more than that.
Okay, so that's 5. So I think you just poke South Africa in response, and it's a 1-point net for Steven.
Right. So up 7. That's even. Why are you not? Oh, it's.
So that's 4. So that's 10. So we're down 3.
Down 3. That's even.
Yeah, poke of South Africa. South Africa should do it.
We're down 2 with yeah. That's yeah. So that's a win. That was a close game. That was a very close game.
I think this is pretty clearly best. I mean, oh, we could have poked Poland, actually. That would have been one more point, right?
Yeah, maybe. I think once you
Poland
win,
was one more. I mean, he got the win. It doesn't matter. But Poland, I think, was 1 point better.
yeah.
So
I think after you get the win, you don't need to min-max points.
So that's a big win for Derek in game one. We'll have game two
Huge.
coming up. I didn't see if they said anything in the chat. Are we going right to it?
Haven't said anything yet.
Oh, here, they're figuring it out now.
But yeah, great win for Derek. Derek will play as the Soviets in the next game, so we'll see if that if it still goes Derek's way, or if it's just US's night. Oh,
okay. Well, so this will be
this will just be a one game.
All right. So Derek will go up 1-0 on Steven, and they will be playing their series at a later date on this channel. So that's going to do it for us. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.